Hello and welcome to the world of Craig. You mean you didn't know that Shades EQ Gloss could be this vibrant? Well, it's not just for blondes, and in this video I'm going to be sharing these formulas with you and helping you in creating your own bold mixes. As always, I'm using my swatches from Pivot Point. For me, these are an essential part of creating formulas, and I will link them down below in the description box. Let's start off with a strong blue hue. Oh, I love a rhyme. Now, this is a mix of 6VB and aqua blue. Yes, there are pastels in Shades EQ Gloss, and aqua blue is fantastic for diluting other shades. You can see the strong blue reflect there is violet, but the VBs have a lot of blue and hence that deep navy colour. Next up, she's violet with 6VRO, that's 2 parts and 1 part of 9VV. A pure violet with a tiny little bit of red reflect, super pretty. And this would be fantastic if you wanted to get rid of lots of yellow in the hair. Of course, on my white swatch, you're seeing a pure violet tone. Moving on, let's get into a pure red tone and a Shades EQ hack. Now this is 6RR and Red Kicker. Kickers are concentrates within the Shades EQ line, or astray hair. And this I applied to this swatch 3 times. Yes, I know that sounds like a lot, but that's what gives me this vibrancy of colour and would also make it last longer. In our Shades EQ rainbow, not quite a rainbow, of course we need some orange. Now this is a 1-to-1 mix of 9AA and Orange Kicker. She's bright, she's reflective, and the brightness doesn't quite come across, even though I'm using natural light to film this, or I used natural light to film this. A really beautiful tone, very strong, very vibrant, but gorgeous. And last but by no means least, let's have a dirty yellow. Now, this is a 1-to-1 mix of yellow Kicker and 9P. The P's have some blue in them, and the mixture of the yellow and the blue give this a very, very slight green hue. It's absolutely beautiful, and even though it's slightly off yellow, I have used this creatively before, and it's fantastic. Now, if you're after bold results like these using Shades EQ Gloss, probably my biggest tip would be to apply them to dry hair and process for the full 20 minutes. This gives you maximum deposit and longevity of the tone that you've created. But hold on, you're not into bold and bright. Well, how about some pastels? Yes, over the years of using Shades EQ Gloss, in fact 25 years now, I've created loads of pastel formulas, and these are 3 of my favourites. The first one here I applied again to the hair twice to get maximum deposit, but they're such pretty formulas. I've used these over both partial lightening and global lightening, and the results really do speak for themselves. Okay, let's have a recap and get all those formulas back on screen, just like that. Starting off at the end here with that blue tone, the VBs are really fantastic if you want to cancel out orange. So maybe this formula could be used on a very warm base. Then we go into that violet tone again, which is great for seeing off yellow, but remember, if there's not too much yellow, you'll see the violet. Then, of course, our true red, which I applied twice for maximum saturation. Then our bright orange, which is almost neon when you see it in real life. And finishing off with our dirty yellow, which is such a beautiful creative shade. And finally, in our bold, bright bonanza, remembering that any of these formulas or any that you create that are bold could be used utilising the colour wheel to either neutralise or pump up the tone of any result. And it just so happens that I have a video that takes you through that process here on my channel. And that just leaves me to say a huge thank you for watching this. And if you found it helpful, you know exactly what to do. There is a ton of free education here on my channel. So please, once you come to the end of the video, have a scroll through, because I'm sure there's something else that you will enjoy. I even have a Shades EQ Gloss playlist that is packed full of videos. Here on the end slate that we're going to come to any minute now, I'm going to leave that Shades EQ Gloss playlist and the playlist that's full of my hair colour tutorials. I'll see you all in the next one.